Welcome to this tasting platter of gore and splatter. I hope you've brought your appetite for destruction. Come, dine with us as No Rolls Barred plays Blood on the Clocktower. Hello again. My name is Tom, and I'm joined by Sullivan Boo Brown.
Hello.
Carly Painhart.
Hi.
Killy Steele.
Hi there.
Dan Hayton.
Hello, hi.
Horrory Break.
Right.
John Ghosty.
Woo!
Brooke Bourgeois.
Boo, boo, boo. Got it.
You found it, Brooke.
You got it.
You swung and you hit it out of the park.
A spooky production of Cats.
Rakenge is a dish best served Cheng.
Hello.
Doom Helen.
Helen's a woman's name, Tom.
It's doomed Helen.
Poor Helen.
Did you hear about Helen? She's doomed.
She always knew something bad would happen.
And Badam Blampied.
Hello, hey. He's habitable.
It would have been months in between all of that.
Yep, full calendar month.
And our very special guest official storyteller from the Pandemonium Institute and the crab ravioli of all that's unholy, Ben. Right. Knives out, everyone. Good night. So Ben, we're dealing with a different kind of demon, or demons, in this game.
We are indeed. This is a Legion game, so rather than there being a majority good player and a minority evil player, we actually have 6 Legions and 4 good guys. And in order to win, the Legions just need to get rid of the good guys. We, the storytellers, will choose who dies each night. We'll probably kill a Legion. And Legion's job is to survive long enough that they just outlast the good team. It's important to note that a key thing about Legion is that executions fail if only evil voted. In order to execute these good guys, Legions need to convince at least one other good guy to vote on them.
So as you said, the Legion registers as a minion too. So what kind of powers might see that interaction?
So I suppose if a Legion was executed or an Undertaker perhaps were to see what character they were, we might show them a minion. It works the same way as the Recluse and the Spy and all those other characters that can register as something that they're not.
There is a townsfolk role that is not in this game, but its presence on the script will have a huge impact on how this game plays out, and that is the Atheist.
Yes, the Atheist. Now, this is a very complicated character, particularly to run. Its ability is the storyteller can break the game rules, and if executed, good wins. Even if you are dead, no evil characters. So, if an Atheist is in play, we haven't put any evil players in. It's a room full of good people, and we, the storytellers, can break the rules. Now, one of the main complaints I hear from people who don't like Blood on the Clocktower is that the storytellers can just do whatever they want. Nothing means anything. The guy running it just does what they like, and that's simply not true. Like you often have a choice between showing a player one of 3 things, but you never can just do whatever you like unless there's an Atheist in the game. Then the storytellers really can do whatever they like, but they still shouldn't. What they should do is try to simulate a game where there are evil players, kill one person at night, perhaps make other players think that certain other people are evil, but leave a breadcrumb trail of clues, a small number of things that cannot be explained at all by the mechanics, so that the good players can pick up on these and slowly figure out that actually there are no evil players in the game, it's just an atheist game. And that's what our job would have been if we'd have actually put the atheist in. But I actually think you can see a better example of the kind of disruption that this character causes by not putting it in, and watch everybody get super duper paranoid because one evil player says they're the atheist. That's what we've done. I think it's going to be pretty funny.
The storyteller role in Blood and the Clocktower often gets compared to the game master role in an RPG, and I think the atheist is a really good example of how that plays out, where you kind of have a dual role as the thing the players are fighting and wants to defeat the players, but also the person who is trying to deliver a satisfying and balanced game experience for the players at the same time. So you're, as a storyteller, you're playing the players, but you're also kind of playing yourself to a degree as well.
Yeah, certainly more dungeon master than referee, because you are essentially, in an atheist game, you're curating a narrative that you're shaping, but you want the players, just like you do if you're running a D&D campaign, you want the players to see all your content. You want them to get right to the very end and then win in a last desperate grasp for victory. And if you can achieve that in an atheist game, you've done your job. But we're not going to be doing that job today. We're going to be watching them squabble instead.
Let's move on to our first good player and first townsfolk, Tilly, the chef in this Chef's Deluxe script.
Tilly the Chef, it's a classic, it's a Trouble Brewing. You start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are. Tilly is probably the first person who will clock onto the fact that something's not quite right, at least in terms of there being a legion or an atheist in play.
Second of our four good players, Laurie the Savant.
The Savant, whose ability reads, each day you may visit the storyteller to learn two things in private. One is true and one is false. So every day that Laurie's alive, him and I will step into this lovely little storyteller's den, and I'll just tell him two statements, and one of them will be true and one of them will be false. I'll probably tell him statements that leave open the possibility that this might be an atheist game. So perhaps at some point a false statement will be, there are no evil players in this game. So I'll give him the opportunity to think that's the case. But of course, it isn't. We can't break the rules. We must tell him one true statement a day.
Do you have any other general advice for storytellers out there who are wondering what kind of information should I give a savant in a game?
Yeah, I mean, I think this advice goes for any character where you have to come up with stuff on the fly for a player. Don't just copy other character abilities. Don't just say, give them empath information or give them chef information or something like that. Come up with something original, something that other characters wouldn't get. So something like the number of outsiders in this game has been modified, or it's impossible for any of your neighbors to be drunk or poisoned right now, or things like that will make them feel like their own unique character.
Third of four townsfolk, one of those wonderful I am Spartacus roles. It is John, our juggler. Our jongler. Actually, jongler is... Terry, is jongler French for juggler?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Juggling John Gracie, whose ability reads, on your first day, publicly guess up to 5 players' characters. That night you learn how many you got correct. Now, this is a wonderful role to have on an atheist script because, again, if there were an atheist in play, we could listen carefully to what he says, and we can do something that's just almost believable but actually kind of impossible, and that's a great bit of atheist trickery. But there isn't an atheist in play, so in this case he's probably going to guess some good guys. He might get some of the Legion claims wrong, or he might think, do you know what? I think we're in a Legion game here. I'm going to guess that 5 people are Legion and see how many I get right. It's so diverse, loads of things he can do with this.
And our final good player, Dom, our recluse, who definitely will not get a persecution complex out of this.
Yes, so it's important to note that in a Legion game, the numbers of outsiders and townsfolk are irrelevant. You do what you want. And so to simulate the possibility that we are just in a regular game here, I've made a recluse whose ability is you might register as evil and as a minion or demon even if dead. So obviously that's misinformation, it's classic outsider. In this instance, the only relevance it will probably have is to the chef, and because it's a Legion game, I'm not going to be counting him as evil for the chef, because we want the chef's information to be believable in a non-Legion world.
Those are all our good players. Now we'll just do a quick name check of who our Legion players are, and they are Sullivan, Carly, Dan, Brooke, Ken, and Adam. Now, how do demon bluffs work when you have multiple demons in a Legion game?
So you can actually do this however you like. You can give them all the same 3 bluffs if you wish. You can give most of them the same 3 bluffs, but 1 or 2 of them something different. You can select 5 bluffs and show them each 3 of those 5, or whatever you want to do. Personally, I just go for whatever's practical. In this case, we have 3 evils on the left side of the town square and 3 on the right. So I've decided I'm going to show the 3 on the left, 3 bluffs, and I'm going to show the 3 on the right, 3 other bluffs. And that should give them the ability to not trip over one another too much, because one of the telltale signs that you're in a Legion game is when 3 or 4 people all accidentally claim the same character because they've all got the same bluffs.
Okay, so which bluffs did you give to Sully, Carly, and Dan?
Sullivan, Collie, and Dan have received the Sailor. Each night, choose an alive player. Either you or they are drunk until dusk. You can't die. Obviously, good one because you can claim you've made someone drunk. They also have the Grandmother. You start knowing a good player and their character. If the demon kills them, you die too. Another great one because you can back up somebody else's bluff. And they might even use it to back up the Atheist, which we've given as their 3rd bluff. Now, of course, these guys already know there isn't an Atheist in play. They wouldn't exist if there were an Atheist in play. But I didn't want to go too over the top on bluffs. And I also wanted to strongly encourage one of these 3 guys to bluff Atheist. So I've given them that. And who knows, maybe they can say that one of them is the Atheist Grandmother.
And then 3 more bluffs for Brooke, Ken, and Adam.
Brooke, Ken, and Adam have received Philosopher. Once per game at night, choose a good character, gain that ability. If this character is in play, they are drunk. Obviously, that's a great one because you can just go around saying that you're a thing, and then if somebody says, hey, I'm that thing, you can be like, well, I'm not really that thing, I'm actually the philosopher that gained that ability. So it's good to sort of walk back situations where you've kind of messed up.
It's a backpedal option.
It is an excellent backpedal option, as is the Pixie. You start knowing 1 in play townsfolk. If you were mad that you were this character, you gain their ability when they die. So you just pick a thing, say you're that thing. If no one else claims to be that thing, great. If they do, do you know what? I'm just gonna come out. I'm actually the Pixie. That's the role that I was mad about. So again, both great bluffs for backpedaling. And finally, the Gambler. Each night, choose a player and guess their character. If you guess wrong, you die. This is a great one because you can just say, hey, I guessed my fellow evil player is this thing, and they're this thing because I didn't die. And then if you do die in the night, you can go, well, I guess that this goodie was this thing that they said they were, and I died. So it's like you can't really screw any of those 3 up, basically. I'm sure they will, though.
So ordinarily, in a 10-person game, you would have 7 townsfolk, 1 demon, and 2 minions. But of course, this is not a typical game. We have 6 demons, and then, as you said, outsider count is arbitrary in a Legion game, so we have 3 townsfolk and our 1 outsider, which is Dom, our recluse.
So we'll wake up the 3 characters on the left-hand side of the town square first. We'll get them to acknowledge each other. We'll then head around to the right-hand side, and we'll wake up the 3 characters on the right. They've all now made eye contact, but just in case it isn't obvious, we'll show them all the Legion token. You can do this individually if you like, just wake them all up one by one and show them all whoever, but this is just much easier and much faster. We're now going to show Dan, Carly, and Sullivan their 3 bluffs. Now we show Brooke, Ken, and Adam their 3 bluffs. We make sure everyone's seen everything they need to see, and then we put them all to sleep. Next, we're going to wake up our one and only acting good character tonight, Tilly. Now, we decided not to include the recluse as part of the evil pairings, so that means our 3 evil pairs are Carly and Sullivan, Sullivan and Adam, Brooke and Ken. 3's an unusual number for a chef, but it's not impossible for this to be neither a Legion or an Atheist game, and for the chef to get that number.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Table for 10? Never fear. You have a standing reservation here in Hell's Kitchen. Your names are always on our list. Can I interest you in our soup of the day? The bones have been bubbling in broth for years, but we never run out of fresh marrow. Or perhaps you want something a little meatier. All our butchering is done in-house. It's easier than it looks. Anyone can do it. Or maybe your teeth are as sweet as they are sharp. Pardon the cliche, but no one leaves here without their just desserts. So get your orders in now, my hungry little pigs. And try to stay off menu. Or this might be your last supper. Bon appetit.
Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes.
Evil twin. This is not an atheist game. I am your philosopher. I will show good twin in the night. You are my evil twin.
I have an
This
answer.
is not an atheist game.
I have an answer. It is an atheist game.
No, that.
I think there could
I
be.
wasn't told that I was a twin at all.
There could be.
Well, then, okay. So either you're lying, or you're lying.
Yep. Or I'm drunk.
I mean, Ken's definitely lying.
Okay.
Could be.
It is possible that I've just been fucking lied to. But I was told that you were my evil twin.
Storyteller can just do that, right? If it's an atheist game, they can just put an evil
Certainly
twin
can.
in. and
Yeah.
fucking-
It is an atheist game.
They can't put an evil twin in, but they can tell someone.
They can tell
that someone
Yeah.
else. is
They
an
can
evil
tell
twin.
someone who thinks they're good that an evil twin is in play.
Yeah, which sounds like is what's happened.
So it's
here.
not conclusive in any way.
Nope.
Great.
Absolutely.
Unless
We could
Laurie
explain
is an
Laurie.
evil
Unless
But
twin.
Laurie's
Laurie also
lying.
could say he's an evil twin and say that it's not that, and we leave.
But if there's no, are you claiming good twin?
Yes.
Right.
Good twin philosopher.
And you're claiming good twin.
No, I'm claiming not twin.
Ah, so
I'm
you
claiming
think
that
this
we're
is-
not related at all. These
Okay.
two probably related, not me.
These two.
Well, just by looks alone.
I mean, it should have been us.
Infamous.
I'm absolutely heartbroken it wasn't us.
We've been waiting for years.
I
I
know.
think it should be us.
So we can just kill
Adam
Laurie then,
Blampied
right?
and Adam Blampied.
I don't want to die.
Okay.
We could kill anyone. It's
Because
an
also
atheist
this
game.
could be an evil bluff.
Ken, are you
Yeah.
If this is a
claiming-
Legion
could
game,
be.
this could be Adam
I'm claiming
foisting
atheist.
evil twin blame onto me and then claiming it's an atheist game, which builds a world that it's an atheist
Kill me.
game.
That's
Then we
fair.
kill Ben, and
Why
then
would you want to
we
die
lose
if
the
you're a
game.
good twin?
Okay.
Private chat.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
Let's go to the recluse's
Wait.
thingamabob.
I want to talk
Okay. This is why I brought you here. You stood up like you were tired of everyone's shit, and that
I
made me
was.
think that you were good.
Yeah. Well, I am, but
Right.
there's something I need to find out.
Okay.
I think it probably sounds like it might be an atheist game from what we've got so far, but all of that could be evil stuff.
Yeah.
I need to know if there's a poppy grower in play or not.
Okay.
If there isn't-
I'm not the poppy grower.
You're not
I'll
the
say
poppy
that
grower.
much.
Also not a poppy grower, so
Okay.
I am
I-
also good. I am a townsperson.
yes, I'm not an outsider. I'm a good boy.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like I trust you both, but could you give me? I tell you what, I will tell you who I am.
Okay.
If you can both give me, well, if you want to tell me who you are.
So you'll hard claim if we hard claim.
Yeah.
I am the chef. And
This is actually quite good. You might be able to help me.
okay.
Okay.
Now I got a crazy fucking read from Ben. Crazy piece of information that there are 3 evil pairs. It is pairs, isn't it? Pairs of evil pairs, yeah. So
Okay.
3 is quite high, and that makes me think either I'm not drunk or poisoned and it's a Legion game, or I am the drunk, or I have been tampered with in some way, or it's an atheist game and he's just fucking with me.
I am the fisherman.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Interesting.
this is fun. This is a fun role.
So, well, I'll tell you because I think I trust you, and if it turns out Legion, well, it's no big loss. I'm the recluse.
Great.
So, I wanted to know if there's a poppy grower because if there isn't a poppy grower, it's safe for me to just out myself and be executed or whatever we need me to do.
Why does that mean it's safe?
Because if there's a poppy grower, evil don't know who evil is, and I can register as evil, which means that they might
you
come
could
to me.
Might actually be useful to
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
about in a poppy grower
Yeah.
situation.
So I'm not going to say anything, and I'm only going to tell you two.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell anyone else who I am. I don't know if the recluse would affect your read, because I can register as evil. Basically.
Oh,
It would do,
yeah,
yes.
it would.
Would that explain your read?
So that might well.
Well, then it could be a 2, which
3 pairs. You need
is
4. 1.
maybe a
So
bit
recluse, 2 minions, and a demon.
more believable.
How many Legion would it be if we got Legion?
It would be just, well, we don't really know, but it would be the majority.
Yeah, it'd be at
it would
least
just be a
6, I
majority.
think.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
at least
6.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a chef, if
Makes
you had
sense.
all 4 sat next to each other, would that count as 1, 2, 3? Sat next to each other.
Oh, yeah,
that's a good
probably,
question.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it would. Yes.
So potentially, if it's a recluse
Yeah,
ping,
then it could be your bench.
I guess we can.
well, that's useful to go down as a possible route of inquiry.
Yeah.
I'm getting atheist vibes from this.
Yeah.
But I think either way we kill Laurie. Unless he's a really good roll.
I mean, you have my 100% support.
I just feel like...
either the game will end or it won't. No, either the game will continue, fine, or it will continue, fine. I know that, but you're going to have a hard time convincing the town.
But Laurie's not saying don't kill me because I'm the good twin.
He's denying all twin.
Yeah, which means that this can't be a twin thing.
Or he is literally just like big brain play, trying to avoid it and trying to sell atheist. So yeah,
That's true.
He'll die soon. He'll die very soon, but it will put us off maybe the scent of atheist for a while.
I think it's worth risking it. My social read is he's definitely not an evil twin. I don't think it's an evil twin, good twin situation. And if it is an evil twin, good twin situation, Laurie's the evil twin.
I think evidently so. Because he would be trying to play a game where he's not, so that it's
if he's evil team and he's like, oh, there's an atheist, but there isn't, he's still evil team, and he's the evil twin, we still need to get rid of him to win the game anyway.
But the thing is, if we kill Laurie and he was the evil twin, then we can also kill the good twin with freedom.
Yes, because
once the evil twin's dead.
Because once the evil twin's dead, that ability's gone.
Great. Yeah. I really don't think.
So I think at least in any world, either it could be an atheist game or one of these people is evil regardless. And either way, we can do kill pretty safely because he's not fighting it.
He would have to say that his role was amazing for us to not want to kill him at this point.
And
I doubt it's that good.
I doubt it.
Does anyone know?
I know. I'm 100% sure. Well,
you said you're the atheist.
70% sure.
Okay.
60% sure.
60%.
Okay.
If I'm not, I'm drunk or the marionette, which means you're the demon or Dom is the demon.
Yeah.
Or I'm just drunk, in which case there must be a Fango in play.
Yeah, that's the only way that there could be outsiders.
There's no outsiders on the game.
Okey-doke.
Okay, fine.
Do you know anything?
I don't know anything yet.
Okey-doke.
I also everything that Adam said wasn't relevant to me. I was not woken up. I was not shown anything. It could, and this is the thing to me. It could also be that this is Adam creating a world in which we think it's an atheist game, and you're backing him up by saying you're the atheist when there is no atheist. But
it could just be an imp game, or it could be a Legion game. That's the other thing as well.
It could be very, very easily.
Okay, do we want to... Well, so you've claimed that you're an atheist.
I'm claiming that. It's ridiculous because I said before the game I'm going to claim it regardless. But I wouldn't actually if I was just good or whatever.
Yeah.
And you claim that you're going to learn information.
I'm either the amnesiac, the cannibal, or the mathematician.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting, because that lines up with one of my things.
Wait, amnesiac, cannibal,
mathematician.
Ah.
I'm either the fisherman, the mathematician, or the amnesiac.
Okay, well, crossover there.
There's a crossover.
I'll give you 4 then. Juggler, chef, cannibal, or town crier, and I'm masking that for a reason.
Sure.
For obvious reasons. So either I'm a no one, or I'm a someone, or I'm a juggler.
Carl, you know more about this game, especially atheists, than I do. Can a philosopher turn into an atheist and thereby add a win condition?
Gain that ability.
I can just philosophize myself into the atheist, right? Because then I'll drunk Ken, but I'm sober, so we can just then...
If that happens, that means that
good wins even if you're dead. Yes, but we have to trust you to do that, and I still am not there yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, because you could say, I did it, I'm the atheist now, Ken's drunk, but I'm the atheist, and not be an atheist, and we lose if this is your play.
Yeah.
Shall I give you a 4 for 3 then?
Give me a 3.
Well, okay, so I'm going to juggle. So we'll include that.
Yeah.
And then let's say Pixie, Fisherman, Savant.
Pixie, Fisherman, Savant. Thank you. I'll juggle one of them and probably also
juggle
and I'll also juggle you as juggler.
Are you an evil god? Are you an evil god?
Well, I'm definitely a god, but I don't know if I'm evil.
He's wagging his eyebrows. I think he's an evil god. I think we should kill him. Okay. Give me.
Okay, 2 pieces of info, one of which is true, one of which is false, is as follows. One of your living neighbors is evil, or none of your living neighbors will ever be evil.
Will ever be evil. Okay. Good. That could all be bullshit.
Well, at least one of them is.
Well, no. Yeah, at least one, but both could be bullshit.
True.
Because you could be lying, because you're an evil god.
But if I am an evil god and there's an atheist in play, then one of them is true.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is definitely false.
Oh no! Don't leave me with riddles.
There you go.
I'm so tired, Ben.
Hey, so do you mind being drunked in the night? Because I'm the philosopher, and I'm pretty sure that if I choose to be an atheist, then I'm making double sure.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't change what I am.
No.
Unless I was the drunk originally.
In which case, all the better, right?
Yeah, in which case it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, what else? Yeah. If I was drunk originally, then I'm drunk either way.
And plus, if you're evil, then...
Do you want to join the chat? Do you want to join our chat?
Yeah. So you're claiming...
I'm claiming the atheist.
Okay.
I could be drunk, I could be the marionette.
Okay.
But I could be the actual atheist, in which case.
Okay.
I'm gonna say juggler, chef, cannibal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you can understand what I'm doing when I'm doing, no matter which one I am.
Fine.
Yep.
So my only concern is if there's a poppy grower in play and it's
Yeah.
not an atheist game,
Yeah.
this information could. If you're evil, I'll be.
Oh, as like who the Fang for like Fangu jumping purposes and stuff like that. But then you would know where it is already.
No,
like,
less of a problem for that. More. Oh, maybe I should just come out and tell the entire town.
what's that?
It's more that. Right. So it's recluse.
Okay.
So if there's a poppy grower in play, it's probably best to not mention it, so that because evil don't know who they are, and I'm potentially registering as evil. I'm not sure actually if the evil team would be able to.
But like, are you saying confusing evil team? I don't
it's
think
not gonna
anything.
work, is it?
None of them perceive like one of your people or anything like that. Like they
Yeah.
know they either who know each other or not, but they won't get like an indicator based
That's
on
true.
recluse. So I don't think that's a
I'm
threat.
gonna come out today and try to kill myself.
Okay.
I'm the recluse.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on.
You might be able to read me better anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yes. Will it work though?
I don't know.
To be honest, I'm starting to think I might be drunk.
Really?
And it's not an atheist game. Because I think this is so weird.
I think Adam is lying. That's just my social read.
I would rather kill Laurie today. Because in Ebony of End of the World, he's either evil and downplaying it, or like which could be the case, or he might be pushing for an atheist game, which could also be the case of the evil. And if not, and Adam's lying, we should still take the safer bet of hitting the one before the other.
But I think if I tell people I'm the recluse, then the Fangu will know, and I could get Fangu'd.
We can kill you later.
My 3 for 3s are Fisherman,
Really?
Pixie, Savant. Really interesting.
Interesting, because one of mine smells awfully fishy as well.
Okay.
Fish.
Fish?
One smells a little bit question marky.
Oh, stinks in here. So much fish.
Like I've forgotten what it smells like.
Oh, okay.
So amnesiac.
Okay.
Or
No, I got it.
something that smells like some sweet numbers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I chatted to Adam. I think he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I think it might be an atheist game, but I'm still very wary that the evil team are using it as a ploy.
I don't know if Ken is telling the truth or not. That's the
He
thing.
did say before the game started that he was going to claim atheist no matter what.
Jesus Christ.
But I did also chat to Carly and Dan, and they seem relatively on the level.
Okay.
I said that I would juggle today,
juggle.
because Carly wanted to juggle,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to add that as that's essentially my 4th role. But yeah, that's all I got.
Nice. Cool.
All good?
I need to visit the storytellers.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Don't forget.
Oh, who are you again? Oh wait.
I've said Fisherman, Pixie.
It was a bit because I'm pretending to be.
Oh, it was so convincing. What a great actor.
All right, see you
Best actor of our age.
Dinner time! Good morning, afternoon, and morrow, everyone. It's time to nominate thou neighbours.
I'd like to juggle.
I bet you would. I'm going to come step up to this then. What would you like to juggle?
I'd like to juggle myself as the juggler, John as the juggler, Adam as the philosopher, Laurie as the philosopher, and Laurie as the evil twin.
Oh, Laurie, well,
can I
there's a lot of
juggle,
Lauries in
please?
there. Yes, you can.
I'd like to juggle that Laurie's the evil twin,
Yep.
that Adam is the philosopher, that Brooke is the imp, that Brooke is the Fangu, and that Brooke is the amnesia.
Okay. Thank you. Any other juggles?
I have something to say that isn't juggle related.
Okay.
Sure. Didn't expect that to be controversial.
A bit of a rebel over here.
I didn't sound like.
Is it just going to be an impression of Adam Blampied? Because if it is, that's fine.
It's not an impression of Adam Blampied. We're just two people who look and sound exactly believe the same.
Look at Adam's face.
Every time it gets.
Months of this joke.
No, I'm the recluse. So if we're not in an atheist game, it rules out Legion because it would have to be a Fangu game. And if you are the Fangu in what?
You can have outsiders in a Legion game.
No. Yeah, so if there's a Legion in play, the numbers of outsiders and townsfolk become arbitrary.
Didn't know that.
That's really good to know. I didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm the recluse. And if you are the Fangu and you're thinking of jumping to me, I think I should be executed today or tomorrow. Because I'm just an annoying person who goes around and people are like, he's evil, but he's not really evil. He's Dom.
He ain't evil, he's my Dom.
In an atheist game, when there are no outsiders meant to be in the setup, you can still put an outsider in because you can break the rules.
In an atheist game, I can put whatever I want in because the rules are broken.
Evil. So,
Okay. Well, it's good to know it could be a Legion game. Okay.
It could be everything.
It could be everything.
Well, should we kill you then to avoid a Fangu jump?
I think it's a good kill. I think it'd be better. And also, sorry, I didn't fully understand that. But I think it'd be a better kill later if we have a better kill now. Because he's already announced it, so if a Fangu did jump, it'd be an obvious target.
We're going to get him.
And so I think that helps him stay good for at least now. If he survived till the end, we could deal with it.
Yeah, okay.
But I think we could, if we have any better leads, we might want to handle them. Because I'd rather snipe a Fangu than hit a potential target.
Because also, if it is a Legion game, which Dom could be part of that, then if Dom is a good character and we kill him now, then we're down to
2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I would rather see Laurie die personally.
Me too.
But
Right before
in the
this
game, what
no, in the game. Only because I don't necessarily believe Adam, but like, if Adam is telling the truth, this could either be a play, either this could be an atheist game where he doesn't actually have an evil twin, or it could be that Laurie's masking it and playing up the atheist bit. And in either way, I think Laurie, like there's 2 worlds at least in which that Laurie could be evil, and I think that would be a better snipe than a recluse that feels relatively safe right now, personally. Unless someone has a better idea. Then
I'm more than happy to nominate Laurie if everyone's cool with it.
No, I'm not.
Quite risky, right? That's
like
quite
to
a
nominate.
risky first kill to go for someone who may be
He just
twin.
hasn't.
But he's not claimed good twin. He's not pushing for it, which means it's much safer because it's either evil or it's bogus, basically. Which could make Adam evil, but I would rather handle this before we do that. Because if Laurie is the evil twin, and he's killed, then killing the good twin won't hurt us.
Yeah, you can just get me.
So we can get Adam after if we really think that was a bad play.
Does anyone have any other leads?
Just to keep it all in the family, I nominate Laurie.
Okay, Adam, Laurie, if you'd be so kind.
All right. Love to play
This
one
is
of these
also
games.
helpful.
I've always
as our
wanted
own
to kill
nomination,
you.
Because if Adam is bogus and evil, if he's a minion, then we also could town crier information could help.
In my head, this bit happens while the Judge Judy person does a recap while you're
previously.
Yeah.
I have no idea what a Judge Judy person is.
All right, it's been real, everybody.
Adam, if you would please state your case.
It is very daytime TV. I believe my brother is in league with Satan. Yes, Carly's pretty much summed it up as best as I can. Either Laurie is our evil twin and is just going to say, no, I'm just going to ignore that whole minigame element to really push atheist game. In which case we also may have to be sus of Ken. You can kill me, but I've been told I'm the good twin. So I'm not going to be happy to die until Laurie is dead. So by all means, if you think it's an atheist game or that I'm full of shit, kill me tomorrow. That's absolutely fine. But we have to kill Laurie first.
Thank you, Adam. Laurie.
I merely propose we wait. That's it. I think this is I was not woken in the night told that I was a twin at all. I think this could either be an evil play by Adam to put blame onto an actual good player. Alternatively, it could be Ben fucking with the game because he's God. I think we're much better trying to triangulate whether or not Ken is the atheist. There are a couple of reasons that Ken can be the atheist in this. He's either the drunk because a Fangu has put, Ken thinks he's the atheist because he's a Fangu's put a drunk in the game,
Or alternatively, he could be the marionette to a demon, which means we should be looking either side of him. Or he's a legion, along with
why
me.
should we
so
not kill you?
just give me a couple more days, because I'm actually a powerful character. So you'll yeah.
Give Laurie a few more days to work his evil.
That's all I'm asking for. Just like 2 more days.
Just want to survive till
2 more
final
days.
day.
No, we're gonna. Look,
Give me 2 more days. Just give me 2 more days.
At this point, this thing has been said. We're gonna reckon with it at some point. Just give me a couple days.
Just give Laurie enough time so that it gets really close to the end, so that killing good characters seems like a really bad idea.
No. Honestly, we'll do it. We can do it long before that. Just give me time to say my goodbyes.
I'll say goodbye to Mum and Dad for you. Don't worry.
I'm happy to.
All right,
I'm
thank you.
convinced. I'm convinced.
Every time I talk, I should clap.
I don't think we should. I think we should make this beatable, but
I think
minimum.
beatable, but making it happen is fine.
As in putting him on the block.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I still would rather handle it than not, and then wait. If it is an atheist game, there's all of us are good.
I've
and
just
we have
told
plenty
you
of
I'm a
time.
really powerful character.
There is
so
a little bit more information I've heard, but I'm
What?
not my place to say. But that's not relevant to this.
I will also say it isn't possible. Well, actually, no. In an atheist game, we could have 2. But I was contending with the drunk aspect. If we believe Dom is the recluse, that's less likely in a
Yeah, I
Fangu
can't be
world.
drunk if he's actually the recluse.
In a Fangu world.
I'm going to be honest. If I was a Legion character and this was happening, I'd be fine to die. I'm not fine to die.
Okay, well, with that,
Fangu then.
I think it's time we ran the vote.
What's the minimum?
There are 10 of you, so that means 5 votes required today.
I still think
If
this
you
is
wish
the
to
best
put
shot.
Laurie on the block, votes for Laurie, beginning with John in 3, 2, 1.
We want 5?
Make 5
Yeah,
happen.
let's do 5.
Exactly
1,
5.
2,
Okay, I'll
Exactly
3,
5.
4,
Then I'm popping out.
Yeah.
5.
Hey, I know I'm good. So
5
Legion
votes
world, I'm
for
stopping.
Laurie is enough. It's worth noting, guys, that if this were a Legion game and only evil voted, I would have said 0 votes for Laurie. So keep that in mind. 5 votes for Laurie is enough.
I wonder. I've heard. Basically, all I'm going to say is, if it's a Fangu game and the information I've heard is true, and I am the recluse, then this is the evil team.
This one?
Do you mean
These three,
all 3 of us?
Yeah, I reckon.
Information
You reckon because?
I've just heard.
Could it?
I've just heard things.
Crash F2.
I may be recluse,
just
but I
call
still
it a
hear
rumour.
things.
If we're questioning whether or not it's an atheist game and we're looking to kill, Ken is claiming atheist. Would that not? Is it worth considering killing Ken?
For sure, because Ken could easily be an evil player. I would just rather do a target that I think being the one to yell atheist to me screams minion. Because it's a much riskier place to be. So I'm happy to kill Ken later. We don't need him.
Yeah, I nominate Ken.
Okay, Dom and Ken.
I think kill Ken. It's completely fun.
Yeah, the atheist is unaffected by death.
atheist is
So
unaffected by
it
death,
is
so we
not
can kill Ken.
it is not a loss.
So, Dom, are you Dom this time, or are you still Ghost Lawyer?
I'm not dead, Ben.
He's just lawyer.
I think I was having a premonition there. Dom, tell us all about
Just
it.
humble Brian Lawyer.
Brian
Reclusive
Lawyer.
lawyer.
Prone to accidents. Prone to fatal accidents.
It's a prequel scene.
Yeah, the reclusive lawyer becomes the ghost lawyer.
Reclusive, accident-prone lawyer. This is a perfectly safe kill, as far as I'm concerned. Ken's claimed atheist, so no problem there. Could be a minion bluff, in which case that's a win. I think if it is a Fangu game and I'm the recluse registering as evil, it's quite possible the evil team are all sat on one bench. If what I've heard is true. So I think this is a fine kill. I think this is a dandy kill. I think if you want to taste blood, now's the time to taste it. Kill him!
Welcome to the show, Ken. Sorry about the smell. There's a lot of corpses. We're on episode 5. If you'd like to defend yourself.
Wow, I know what it feels like to be Richard Dawkins circa 2006. Am I right, everyone? Am I right?
Get him, Ken.
This goddamn Christian society just hates goddamn atheists.
Amen.
Me and my pals, Daniel Dennett and Christopher Hitchens, I can't remember who the 4th one was. We're just here, trying to spread the truth of, atheism and all that secularism, humanism. You know what? Fine, kill me, I don't care. I know, if I'm drunk, it's not great, but it's fine, you kill a drunk. But you are killing good character in an evil game. If I am the atheist, I don't care because there's no evil players and we can just go to the end.
Okay, thank you. Have a seat, guys.
Oh, that really made me laugh. That brought me back.
Halcyon days of 2006.
The old days of...
that was great.
Simpler times.
Okay, let's run the vote.
So what's the vibe?
We currently have 5 on Laurie. That means if you want to switch it on to Ken, 6 is required. Votes for Ken, beginning with Dom in 3, 2, 1. That's 1.
This is safe.
2.
Do we want
Don't tie it.
Don't tie it.
4.
5 and then, okay.
5 is a tie.
Wait, what?
Laurie was 5.
No,
Tilly
Laurie was
voted
4.
This is so much worse.
Okay, neither of them?
That's so much
I mean,
worse.
that was
Oh, God.
I nominate Dom.
That was
I nominate Dom.
Okay, Ken. Just loving being in the light. Come on.
I know we're unsure of our faith, but get your stuff together. Ravens would bluff.
If there was a tie, neither of them.
Yeah, tie
so
removes
basically
them.
neither of them can die, and we still
I
have
just
to
didn't
beat
fully
it.
understand. I misheard the numbers.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
could have
know.
been coordination.
Yeah,
there.
that stinks.
that reeks to me.
Okay, Ken. Prosecution, go.
Revenge! No, I think this is a good kill. He's a recluse. If he is the recluse, then he's useless. Also, we tied it, which was a mistake. We need to get someone on the block. I am also possibly a marionette. I want to rule out I'm a marionette, so I'm looking to kill Dom and Brooke to figure out if I am the marionette. It is quite annoying if I am the marionette and I do that, I will lose as a demon. So I'm willing to do that, though, for good.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Dom, your Dom Fence.
What is this neoliberal bullshit? He's a recluse, so he's not useful. What? I don't contribute to society. I've tried to push justice through, but no, I think we probably should go for this now. I think this little Brooke here, the little was it 4? Was it 5? Oh, it was 5. Oh, that stinks to me. That stinks. I can smell it in my hut at the edge of town.
Your hut stinks.
Yeah, kill me. I stink. Thank you.
Are you being serious? Would you? Okay.
I don't mind dying.
I mean, I did argue against Dom dying but that's only because I favored a different death.
Yes,
that
I
now
agree.
cannot happen. I will say he still can read in certain abilities and be a confusion point. So
Yes,
if truly the recluse, it isn't a bad death.
Yeah, even if I'm dead, I could still register as evil or minion or.
Which could affect info
better than
abilities
no
like
deaths.
Savant and Fisherman and other things too.
So bear that in mind.
Okay, Tom, let's run the vote.
Okay.
So once again, we now have 5 as a tie, so 6 is definitely the number required. Votes for Dom, beginning with Adam in 3, 2, 1.
We definitely want this to go.
That's 1.
Locking this one in.
Yeah.
Evil team
2,
absolutely loving
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Alternatively, we're all
8
good.
Maybe.
is enough.
Yeah.
Dom on the block with 8.
I'd like to juggle.
I'm happy that we got Laurie off the block, so I'm not convinced that the evil twin thing is. I think there's probably an atheist situation going on.
I feel
so I
there's
am
something
actually happy
going
that we
on.
got Laurie off the block.
We do have to contend with it eventually. I just didn't want it to contend with it dead at the end if Adam's lying and we have to kill Laurie first.
It's possible. If Ken's on the level, then yeah, I could absolutely have been
Also,
lied to.
And if we do have a Fangu situation, we are saving Dom from that fate.
Yeah.
So that's really nice.
Right,
That fang.
I'm going to call it, guys, unless I hear any more nominations in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dom has been executed and he dies. Good night, Ravenswood Bluff.
From the first time I saw the evil twin roll on a script and knew about its existence, I was waiting for a game where someone who wasn't the evil twin would come off right out the bat and claim it, make that big first day play. And now we've seen it with Adam.
Yeah, I've seen it before in games where there isn't an evil twin in play, or there's like one minion, so they know there isn't an evil twin, so they've claimed to be an evil twin, etc., etc. But yeah, this is definitely like a textbook opportunity, and I'm really glad. In fact, my fear when presenting this script to these guys was that they weren't going to come out swinging, and they've done the exact opposite of that. Ken straight away, I'm the atheist, calling Adam a liar, and then Adam straight away, I'm the evil twin, or I'm the good twin. And there's an evil, like they've just Legion have completely come out swinging, and I love it. It's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, in the first 2 minutes, I think about 4 different possible worlds were already suggested. And the more possible worlds they are, the more stuff the good team have to untangle, and the more fun that is. And execution today was dumb.
That's really bad for good. That's a quarter of them down, and they've basically got 2 lives now. Once they get down to 1 good player, they've lost. So they've got 2 more lives. So well done, Legion. But good guys, you really do need to be less happy about dying on a script with a Legion in it. There's only 1 person we have to wake tonight, so we will waste a bit of time at the end of the night. But it's John Gracie, and none of his juggles were correct. So we wake up John, and we show him a 0. The only other thing we have to do tonight is decide who dies, because in a Legion game, the storytellers choose who dies in the night. And I think we're going to kill Carly because she juggled first, and I can totally imagine an actual demon thinking, ooh, I bet she's the actual juggler, let's kill her. So by doing this, we simulate the fact that there is an intelligent human making these choices from within the context of the game.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You assemble in the town square to find, gutted, then stuffed and boiled inside their own skin. What an awful way to go. Oh yeah. Carly.
Ooh.
Yeah. I knew it. I didn't wake up, so I knew.
Good luck.
Oh, awful. Wait. I have another thing to say.
Yes.
Huh? Last night I used my philosopher ability. You are drunk now. I am the atheist now.
Great.
And I still don't believe you necessarily.
It doesn't matter if you don't, like, either way, there's an atheist here if you believe that situation. But I used my power to become the atheist.
So
that's all I'm saying.
If we didn't have an atheist before,
We could still have one now.
We do now.
and we do have one now.
If he is
If I'm lying and Ken's not, we have an atheist.
But let's say that you're telling the truth. Let's say that there wasn't one before, and there was an evil team, and then suddenly you become an atheist. Does that mean that the evil team have like switched, or does it mean that we now just have to kill Daddy Ben? Is that the plan?
We have 2 win conditions now.
Oh, we have 2 win conditions.
So
If I haven't been lied to.
Wherever there's bracketed rolls on the sheet, that's set up. And so it can't like re-happen. So like
Right.
if a Fangu was made, you wouldn't automatically add an outsider. That's beginning stuff. They could be just trapped without an outsider if there was one already.
Tilly, what did you want to say?
Really great.
I don't want to say it yet. I'm going to give my info later before the next nomination.
I will say it's worth noting that I died as someone who was very evidently juggling and what I was juggling. It doesn't necessarily tell me, but like I still feel like, I mean, we still have to contend with this no matter what.
Yep.
Well,
I was just hoping to have more information about it.
You guys must be the insane clown posse, because I am a juggalo. I'm the
That
juggler.
really landed hard, didn't it?
Thought about that for so long.
That's joke of the century, mate.
Joke of the century. But all hilarious bits aside, I am the juggler, and
Are you the juggler now? Like, were you
I've been the juggler the whole time. And I said Laurie's evil twin, you as philosopher, Brooke has 2 options of demon. It was Fangu and Imp, or Amnesiac. And I got a 0 on all of those.
Which you're
John,
saying
you don't have to believe me, John, but I was the juggler and I'm dead.
I got the juggler token. I'm not going to comment on any of that. I don't particularly
If there's
trust
an
it.
atheist in play, that could be true.
Yeah, that
Well,
could
no,
be
it
doubles.
could-
I'm not.
both be
But before we
juggler,
go
is
on
what
to
I'm
that, I got a 0, which suggests to me either you're all lying because you've all claimed that role, or versions of those roles, and not Brooke. That was more of a guess.
I
on
never
Brooke.
claimed evil twin.
Well, okay, true.
yeah,
Adam's
that is
lying actually, or we have an atheist game.
Or yeah, you've just been lied to frame me, basically.
Yeah.
Daddy Ben, may I speak to you in the storyteller's place, please?
So Carly, you claim you were juggler.
Can I speak
Amazing.
to you?
I'm not lying. Like I was the juggler.
So
I
you're
would-
claiming you got juggler from the start?
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm planning to, well, I already have bluffed as fisherman to a few people, all of them good. So I'm going to, I just want to take you here to have a lovely chat. Also, I did actually have questions for you, but all of them have been answered in my own mind.
Right,
so
okay.
that's all good.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the little dialogue you're having with yourself is...
Absolutely, yes. There were things that I thought didn't make sense, but they all do. But yes, I think I'm going to go for... Trust Ken.
Just that.
That'll really fuck him up.
Okay, I mean, you're welcome to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Or don't trust Adam.
You could just go with trust Adam.
Yeah, trust Adam. I might go for trust Adam, actually.
We're laying a lot of seeds for an atheist game. Potentially too
many,
many
'cause it's
early
too
on.
obvious.
Because that's my only reason to
Evil twins with you. If you didn't say it first, I was going to say we were and just wreck chaos with it because I was going to pick Town Crier and have us live a long time.
I really, really, really almost said you. I said evil twin Carly. Of course it's
It was
Carly.
smarter just because it actually lets good kill good in a bigger way.
I got Laurie on the block, yeah.
No, it almost happened. I thought it was a smart move, but I was also, we were in the same mentality. I was just so happy to be evil with you that I was like, let's make evil twin this shit, babe.
Oh, so yeah, evil together.
Ooh, first time in person.
I am gonna keep going on Laurie. I'm gonna keep banging that drum.
I mean, you
And
have to.
I do not mind dying along the way if that makes Ken seem like the better of two evil.
Because honestly, but the thing is, I don't think anyone will kill you before killing Laurie, which is what's good. So I think it was a solid play. I just, what I worry about is now we actually have an option to get John on the block because I can be a loud dead person and just say that, like, look, this would also just be a lie of John.
Yeah, it might happen. I think John would be harder to get on the block.
He was saying he was willing to die today. I think
Did
it's
he?
easier today because I think he's willing to consider an atheist world and because he knows he's a used ability.
Oh yeah. What have you got?
See, I'm not sure what you've got.
I'll show you who I am. I'll literally tell you who I am if you want to know.
Please do.
This.
Interesting, so that's why you wanted to stick around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm the puppy grower.
Oh, so they don't know.
I'm trying my best to see what's happening and try and see and understand. And I just, at the moment, I can't figure anything out.
Right.
I trust you. The only
trust
thing
you.
that I trust is you as the recluse, and I don't believe anything else.
No.
So if you're lying to me, I've known you for nearly 10 years. You are.
Yeah, no, I'm
sociopath.
never blinks.
Mhm.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
And sorry, I outed your information a little bit.
Not much is making sense to me, which is
No.
making me lean towards Legion.
Same or atheist.
Yeah.
I'm slightly more inclined towards atheist, but I think if your information's correct, if it's a Fangu game and your information's correct, then I'm deeply suspicious about John, Brooke, and Ken.
Brooke's been very quiet.
Very quiet. And she tied that vote. And I know it was a little bit confusing. There was some confusion about how many votes we cast, but
I mean, I fucked up the voting as well because it was my first time voting.
yeah, but I think, like, she knew. I don't know. She did it was very last second and very kind of like, that made me be like, I don't know.
I'm leaning Legion, feel like you're leaning Atheist.
And that was on the vote on Ken, right?
Yeah.
Which would support the idea that they're in an evil team together.
Because the reason I tested you is I believed your marionette theory, and I figure like it's probably not Legion if you think you're the minion. So I wanted to test you for 2.
Right.
So I hope you don't mind.
No, that's okay. That's absolutely fair.
And also, the role that you claim to me is one that I would claim if I was the demon.
Did you hard claim?
Not that I'll say what it is. No.
Yeah. Well,
did you give the same 3 for 3?
Brooke claimed, I can't remember your third one, but you leaned quite heavily on one of them.
Yes, purposefully so. I said amnesiac, fisherman, or the mathematician.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Interesting.
the
0.
mathematician.
Oh, so you're not amnesia.
Did you get a number?
So the first night I woke up and I got a 0, and last night I woke up and I got a 3, which is crazy.
3?
Nah,
Yeah.
What?
So 3 powers misfired.
Yeah.
So you got none on the first night.
I got 0 on the first night.
So philosopher could be 1.
Hey,
Hello,
Sally.
do you want to come along?
Do you want to join us?
Yeah, come here.
Do
Come
so.
here, son.
Happily do What did you check with the storytellers?
Well, I'll be telling everyone today.
Okay.
Oh, cool. You got some shit.
So I am the fisherman. So once per day I get to ask for some advice. I thought it might be pertinent at this point because there's so much stuff going around.
Good idea.
Did you catch anything?
All I caught was
Little
trust
minnow.
Adam, which doesn't mean
Trust Adam.
trust Adam, which
That's either great or bad. I kind of do trust him.
yeah.
But my juggler read is so the opposite of trusting Adam.
But in which it could be that we could trust Adam and still go for the atheist win if your juggler read is just an atheist craziness, you know?
Oh wait, yeah. If I checked him, I'll check with Ben. Actually, yeah, Ben, Yeah, would my juggler ability of checking Adam, would that have happened after he transformed?
So if a juggler juggles someone as a thing, then they learn whether or not they were correct at the time of the juggle, regardless of what happens to them after the juggle.
Oh, so that was during the day then? That would have counted.
So
when
yeah,
I
if
juggled
you're the
him.
juggler, then I would have given you an answer relevant to what people wear at the moment you juggled them.
Okay.
But a philo acts before everyone, and if he became an atheist, that wouldn't be relevant.
Did I juggle him as philosopher?
As philosopher.
Philosopher, evil twin.
Yeah.
Amnesiac, Fangu, imp.
So when I philosopher juggled him, he was the philosopher according to him. Which is so weird that I got a 0.
I just thought of another reason you might get Trust Adam. Is because you're the marionette and he's your demon.
That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
I'm ready for my daily dose of gas.
Okay, here are your 2 pieces of information, one of which is true, one of which is false. Currently, there are no drunk or poison players in this game. Or, currently, there are no outsiders in this game.
Great. Okay. Wonderful.
I want you to say to my face.
What do you want me to say?
Do you think you're the juggler genuinely and truly?
Yes. I got the juggler token. I'm much more suspicious of you.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but I got the juggler token.
I got the juggler token.
Well, then I think if you're telling the truth,
then it's
then we've got an atheist game.
I know, and I want to footnote it for now because I still have to believe you, but I wanted you to say it to my face. That's all.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm way more suspicious of you.
I mean, you would have to be,
What,
and I would
what,
have to
what
be.
did you juggle?
I juggled you and I as philosopher because I was not philosopher, juggler, and I juggled the evil twin philosopher situation because my expectation was to get
4?
3 because I would.
Yeah. So you did 4 people?
I did, but I did Laurie's both, so I was expecting the number 3 specifically.
Yeah. And what did you get?
I didn't. I died.
Oh, of course. So
That was the hard part.
Because I really thought, because I juggled Brooke as 2 demons, if I was right, I would die in the night.
When you came out, I thought you were a
right.
pixie, and I was like, you don't have to be loud about being pixie if you're the juggler now.
Yeah.
But you're not the pixie juggler.
No, I got the
You
juggler
were the
token
juggler.
right
Straight
at the
back.
start.
Okay.
So if you are telling the truth, then I think the only explanation is we have an
I
atheist.
am, but I always have to consider the world in which you're evil, obviously.
But if
And-
you,
and
if,
regards, yeah,
if
I know
you
we
are-
both have
but
to feel
if
that way.
both of us are telling the truth, then the only explanation is atheist. Is that right?
If both of us are telling the
If
truth.
both of us telling the truth.
Fuck you for taking my brother away. I wanted to talk to him.
So sorry, he took me, brother. I've hard claim to heaven's property.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Great.
And my theory of the case is I might be drunk. But also, if I can work and show up as bad, I'm a married man.
Just another lie, to add to it. Yeah. I think that's really good.
But yeah, I'm also a little bit sus of Carly and John.
I think the Carly John double claim is really sus.
That's
Yeah.
Hello, Dom.
Hi, babes.
You trust me, right?
I do.
I'm still
I do
trying
trust
out
you.
Cascades.
I trust dead players mostly.
I think these are evil. I think Ken's a marionette and Brooke's a demon.
Do you still think John is bad? Because John has double claimed with Carly now.
I think if John isn't bad, you might be bad.
Well, basically John's information comes against me. So either, and that's going through Daddy Ben. So that's either atheist or John's lying.
You going to hunches? You going to hunches or chats?
Bit of both.
Okay.
Bit of both. I think it's going to come out today.
Nominons! It's not time for dinner though, it's time for nominations. They are open.
I nominate.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Tilly.
I just wanted to give my info.
Oh, yeah, you
now.
do your info first.
I am the chef, and I got a 3. Obviously, this opens up many different possibilities within the game, but I just wanted to share the information with everyone now, so you've all got that info. Sullivan and Dom both were given this information on night 1, as was Carly by me.
To be clear, I was told chef. I was not told the number, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the number.
Is there 3 pairs?
I'm a recluse.
Yeah.
Or so 1, 2, 3.
But keep in mind the pairs could also be like, oh no, it would have to be.
recluse could show as
The recluse would register.
Don't forget everyone,
Or that way.
guys, don't forget that you're a circle as well.
Yeah.
There's me and
Or
Adam.
it's a Legion game, and there's
Yeah.
loads of pairs everywhere.
And also, Ben, just to check, you could choose not to register the recluse as evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
In which, but book 4.
It has to be
yeah.
a recluse.
And also-
Or
Yeah, 3 is very high. Or I'm the drunk.
And also, I know for certain that Daddy Ben is lying to us.
Right. How
And
do
on
you
that note,
how-
I would like to nominate Daddy Ben, the father of Benjamin.
Already? Wait, can we do this more than once? If we
Who do you think you are?
We just can't execute.
Can we do it more than
Can I
once?
check? We can do this.
You can do this as many times as you
Right,
want.
okay, good.
Well, just like I'm a player, so you can do it once per day.
Per day.
Can we discuss before we do this? I think you're right.
I think we should discuss it, Sullivan.
Yes.
Do you need a lawyer?
Perfect.
Ted.
He's going to represent himself. He's turned down a ghost lawyer. He's mad. He's a mad god.
Sullivan, your prosecution, please.
For too long, we in Ravenswood Bluff have been gathered in the town square and made to kill each other loads. And most of the time, it's been really fun. In fact, all of the time it's a very well-designed game, actually, but it's not the point. The point is that I am a fisherman. They say, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to ask for advice and he'll eat for more days than that. Now, I'm tired, and I think we should go for old Father Ben. Maybe not today, but my advice was to trust Adam over there. That was the advice I was given by the storytellers just yesterday. I asked for advice, and I'm inclined to go with that. We don't have to go with it today, but I'm just putting it out on the table.
Okay, Ben, let's hear your defense.
So I've had the pleasure of watching many of you defend yourselves here, and I think I've kind of nailed out of all of you what the best strategy for defense is. So I'm gonna take up one of those strategies that I've seen from one of you. So my defense is, ooh, I'm a middle-class cheesemonger. I'm gonna be I'm a
working fucking class! I'm in the West Midlands! Derbyshire in your big houses and your snow houses and cottages, living your middle-class dream. I'm from the black country, mate. You know fucking nothing about working class.
No, I'm working class!
Oh, shut up, Sullivan Bow Brown.
I come from Surrey, and it's very nice!
Outstanding.
Yeah, I'm using my ghost vote.
Anything else to say, Ben?
No, I think I nailed it.
I think I nailed it.
Oh, okay, back to your seats, everyone.
We're not doing this today.
We don't have to do this today.
There's
I just
no-
wanted to do a speech while also giving my information.
That's funny.
It's,
It was very camp. Yeah, I liked it.
Sullivan,
thank
can I
you.
ask a question?
Yes.
So you went to Ben
Yeah.
and asked
just
your
thought-
fisherman question. Please will you help me? Give me some advice.
Yes.
And he said, trust Adam.
That's all he said.
And that made you not trust him.
Adam turned
Yeah.
himself into an atheist,
Turned
so it
himself
would give
into
us
an
an extra
atheist.
win condition regardless of whether Ken was an atheist before.
But he could be lying if this is an atheist
Absolutely.
game. He could just be
But
throwing
either way,
it
it's an
out.
atheist game. In which
Yeah.
case, we should kill
I
Ben.
have a theory,
Right,
though.
yeah.
I have a theory. If I am not actually the atheist, then Sully is Adam's marionette, and that's why he got told, trust Adam.
I
Okay.
do love that theory.
Okay, we're going to run the vote.
Three, two, one. It's too easy. Look at all those lack of arms.
Looks like he was right about you.
Wow.
He didn't make us with arms.
I'm very pleased that the cheesemonger comment convinced you, Sully.
Yeah, he really got me on side. Yeah.
Which is such an accurate portrayal of Tom.
It was vivid. It was like,
yeah.
To make
It's
it
like he's here in the room.
to make it clear to everyone, there's no real reason to do the atheist kill the storyteller until the last day, because if it is an atheist game, we do have the whole game.
Yes.
So there's no reason
Completely
to
agree.
actually do that yet.
Also, feel free to go for me now. I'm a spent fisherman. If you really
It would
wanna go for something.
stop the
game.
whole marionette theory.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm
Or-
happy to die as well, and I'm happy to
It
kill
would,
the longest.
and even if someone didn't know that they were a marionette yet, they would be limited to one dead vote if they had it.
In terms of that, though, Sully, like we do have, I think, two better leads. I've been told you're evil. That could be a lie. We also have a double claim.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think if you're like you're spent, fine, we can kill you another time. But like we have two actual kind of like major sorts of conflict here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy to die. I've used my powers, but I don't want to forget about Laurie because you have claimed him as evil right at the start.
Yeah.
We didn't kill him because it was a little early in the game, and often we get excited about new things and forget about other like people that we were going to kill day one.
And if there is a world in which this is bad, I still want to handle Laurie first.
Yeah.
I'm going to press you guys for nominations.
I nominate Laurie.
Okay, step up, lads.
Laurie? Not a middle class cheeseburger. Oh, he's fuming. He's absolutely
It's
fuming.
just so funny that we have 2 Adam Blampied and now we have 2.
Yeah.
Like fondue?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Do them tell us.
Okay, order in the court. So, John, state your case, brother.
Thanks, brother. I think it's the same argument as we made on day one, which is Laurie has not claimed good twin, and that is very suspicious. I think it's still worth killing Laurie. I am suspicious of Adam, but I don't think, if Laurie's not claiming good twin, I don't think there's a reason not to kill him. You said to hold on a few days. You have had 1 day. I think it's a little risky to keep you alive at this stage. I think it will clear up a little bit. Let's get him, fellas.
Okay. Laurie?
I haven't even said goodbye to my mum yet. I asked for just 2 days to make the trip. I do not want to die. I'm finding out useful information. Some of my information, in fact, points at you, John Gracie. So I think John would be a better kill today. Let me have tomorrow. You can execute me tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I'll nominate myself tomorrow if you want.
All right. Have a seat, lads.
Why tomorrow?
Well. These little bourgeois tantrums we all have. I just don't understand.
Why are you bringing me into this?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Tantrums! Is there any other personal information people want to say? If you believe I'm evil, I'm protecting Adam and you, Laurie, because I got a 0 on evil twin for you. So it's weird that I would be protecting you and also nominating you and protecting Brooke. If you think I'm evil, because my juggler read was 0 on evil, and what you said you were.
Yeah. Why are you nominating him then?
Because of what Adam said on day one. I do trust Adam. Yeah. I think there's an atheist game, which is why my readings are off, and I think everyone's readings are off. I think a chef of 3 is wild. I think my 0 juggler for these 3 claims is off. So I think it's an atheist game, but just to be sure, I think we should kill Laurie, because the evil twin claim is too risky to not kill, and I think it's a good lead.
Right. I think we run the vote now, guys. There are 8 of you alive, so 4 votes required. Votes for Laurie, beginning with John in 3, 2, 1.
We have time to do this later. We have time to do this later.
4 is the number required. 3.
This would be 4.
4 is just enough. Laurie, on the block with 4. Any other nominations?
Yeah, why not? I'm going to say some information first, though. I'm the savant. And on the first day, I found out that either of my neighbours, either one of them is evil, or neither of them has the potential to be evil. They are not evil, and they don't have the potential to even become evil. And on the second day, I found out that currently, nobody in the town is either drunk or poisoned, or there are no outsiders in play.
Well,
that conflicts with you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, fuck it. I've been doing some math. I'm doing some math, and I'll tell you what, it doesn't add up. I'm a mathematician. First night, got a 0. I was like, that's weird. It seems funky. Smells fishy, as a matter of fact. And last night I got a 3, which is crazy. And your information is whack. My information is whack. Your information is whack. I think if we have
juggler information also whack.
Whack-a-doodle magoo.
It's whack-a-doodle magoo.
And I'm the juggler. So.
Which is whack.
Which is whack.
If we're both telling the truth, that's hella whack. That's
This
the
is
most
whack all the way home.
And I am an outsider.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's not. Yeah, we can't.
So you're saying that it's possible that me, Laurie, Brooke, Carly, and Sully, I think, who all got bad info, are all evil.
Legion game. That's.
Carly, I will say
true.
that I wasn't struggling to remember those things. Like, I remember them very clearly, and I wasn't making them up on the spot. Like, I know what those things that I was told were, and I delivered them, I think, as if I was just remembering them rather than I've made them up.
Yeah,
guys, I'm going to say final call here. Laurie on the block with 4.
I feel your conviction. I'm just presenting options.
I'm also going to say out now, there are so many signs pointing to atheists that
It's
I'm
scary.
starting to go off the boil on it.
5.
I could be
know-
drunk and you could be lying.
You can do it if you want. 4.
And you should have trusted me about that.
Okay,
Oh.
Tilly nominates Tilly. Tilly, come and stand on the stand.
Tilly.
She just doesn't want to play anymore.
Too much.
You still have to stay.
She just wanted to make a nice dinner for all of us.
Okay, Tilly, welcome to Blood on the Clocktower Place, No Rolls Bards, live. Shit, that was the wrong way.
No, we're keeping it.
We're keeping it. We're going to keep that there.
Got it in one, Ben.
Please,
Thank you.
please, for the love of God, wait for the spotlight.
Okay, this is my pitch. I think it's a Legion game. I think you're on the level. And I think I'm a safer kill than killing you. I think there's the potential that my information on the first night, even though it was fucking crazy, does have the potential to be correct. Very correct if it's a Legion game. And I feel like this feels weird to me. I don't know why, because I don't usually trust you. But yeah, and we haven't spoken at all, so I could be reading you completely wrong. But I'm starting to think this is a Legion game that's being made to look like it's an Atheist game. And I'm the chef, I've got my info. Off me, and eat gruel for the rest of the week.
Eat gruel, you idiots.
Thank you, Tilly.
Thank you.
Have a seat. I just want to remind you all that if you do think this is a Legion game, then you could have as few as 3 good players. So do keep that in mind. If you believe it's a Legion game and you're good, then don't be so ready to die. With that in mind, we're going to run the vote.
Do you want to defend yourself, Tilly?
I'll have Ghost Lawyer defend me.
I can't believe I said that.
Shocked to his feet. Practicing all night.
I'd just like to say Dom is the only person that I trust. I implicitly trust Dom. I think he's
Do you mean
good.
as a legal representative?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ghost Lawyer, if you would like to defend Tilly.
No one knows where Ravenswood Bluff really is. But you only have to look at the sort of people we have here, philosophers, mathematicians. These sort of middle-class jobs suggest it's probably in Derbyshire somewhere. Don't kill one of the only working-class people here because society will collapse.
What was your second day information?
My second day information was that currently nobody's either drunk or poisoned, or there are no outsiders in play.
I will say, I mean, obviously this rings on trusting me and all those things. I can't really fully exist in a world that's a Legion game. It would be really cruel to kill that early, like a good player, in my perspective, in a Legion game.
Okay, guys, we're going to run the vote. You currently have 4 on Laurie. If you wish to lift this onto Tilly, 5 is required. Votes for Tilly, beginning with Dan. In 3, 2,
I think we tie it.
1.
I think Tilly's good, and I don't think we should kill good players. I think Laurie could be bad.
If you're right, Tilly, I think we shouldn't kill you.
Okay.
1 is not enough.
I'm more sus.
Laurie's still on the block. I am going to begin the countdown again, guys. Final call for nominations.
I nominate John.
Laurie and John.
Oh, he's desperate. He's desperate.
I'm desperate.
Sorry.
I'm sitting in a tree. Nominating.
Very well done there.
Good spelling.
That was very.
I worked hard and got myself into university, John.
Pull myself up by my bootstraps.
Went to a bog standard comp.
And you've really gotten over it.
Okay, Laurie, please attack this man.
Attack this man.
If you can.
Well, my information says that one of my neighbours has the potential to be evil. There's been a double claim of John's role currently, which either suggests that John is evil, or it suggests that we're in an atheist game. Either way, John is a safer pick to kill today rather than me.
Thank you, Laurie. John, your defense?
I actually agree I'm a safer pick to kill. However, I don't think the Savant is that important to keep alive. And in the case of an atheist game, your information is going to be bogus anyway. And I don't want to forget what Adam said early on, that you have the potential to be evil. I don't think you would fight this hard as the Savant. It's not that good a role to not die. I don't think.
I think it is in a game where I think it is in a game where we're trying to work out one of two. There's multiple things in this game specifically that are very, very complex to work out, and it's about whether or not all of you guys are evil and I'm a goodie, or Ben is lying and saying a load of crap. At the moment, I don't have enough information to work out which one of those things is going on, and I just want one more day, like I said.
Why do you want another day?
Because I think 3 rounds of information is really useful.
I think we're either Atheist or Legion game, and I think it doesn't matter in an Atheist game which one of us dies. I think in a Legion game it does, because I know I'm good, and I'm suspicious of you. So I think we shouldn't kill me. But if we have to, my information is spent. It's not a huge problem.
Okay, have a seat, lads.
We really need to test for Legion on votes, right?
Okay. Who do you want to
Yes, we
test?
could do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, who do you want?
I mean, I've only got a ghost vote, so it's no.
No,
I'm
but
not
yeah,
useful.
no, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Okay, I think we're going to go straight into the vote here because we've had a lot of discussion about this.
I'll happily put my hand up, and if you think I'm an evil player and I'm Legion, then
Just don't
How
tie
many,
this,
how many
guys.
votes do we need?
So, forward tie, 5 to execute. Votes for John Gracie, beginning with Brooke in 3.
Do you want to just test as Legion?
1.
Yeah, test as Legion.
That's 1.
Well, we don't know who's.
Yeah,
Well,
so,
we don't know.
So
if-
don't tie
if
it.
Laurie-
2,
Don't tie it.
I'm keeping my hands firmly down there. So it was 4 on Laurie.
3
And then I was up, yeah.
is not enough. Laurie's still on the block. Countdown again, calling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Laurie, you have been executed and you die. Good night, residents of Ravenswood Bluff.
Two days in, and near the very end of the day, Tilly steps up and puts the Legion idea out there in the group conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Tilly did the best and worst thing that she could have done there because, yep, she thinks it's Legion. It is Legion. She's got the best information that indicates Legion. A Chef 3 is not quite impossible, but almost impossible in anything but a Legion. But then she offered herself to die. And really, if you think it's a Legion game and you're good, you should not be wanting to die at all. Because death, you've got like a handful of lives on the good team. This good team now, at this point, only has 1 life left, basically. Once they're down to 1 player, game over, Legion wins.
So if a good player is executed tomorrow, it doesn't even reach night 3.
Correct. Because there needs to be, in order for there to be a final day, there needs to be 2 goodies and 1 Legion. Because the good team wins when the demon is dead, and so if there's 2 demons and 1 goodie left, then they can't win.
And now on to night 3, and for us, there is absolutely nothing to do.
That's right, we don't have to wake anyone up. We're going to waste some time and pretend that we woke people up. But the only thing we do need to do is select who dies. So, we kill 1 person tonight, and I think we should kill Dan. Dan is a Legion, and the reason I choose Dan is because a lot of people think that there might be an evil team clustered around Dom, the Recluse. Because at this point, good are getting slaughtered. We need those guys alive so that good have a reason to try and kill them and hopefully kill some Legions. It is worth noting, however, that there are only 2 good players left alive. So Legion run the very real risk of throwing up a nomination or putting their hands up and having no good players vote for it, which would be absolutely catastrophic for them. In a sense, a Legion game is a bit like a game of pool. The more balls you pot, the harder it is for you to get the last few balls down. That's a pretty fucking good metaphor right there.
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, that's an excellent point about killing Dan tonight. Is there is currently no heat on Dan. One of Laurie's savant pieces of information were there's an evil player right next to you, but right now all that heat from Laurie is on John Gracie, and Dan is sitting pretty. So if there's no heat on him, then taking him out of the equation is a pretty good use of that arbitrary kill.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. If life is the disease, then salt is the cure. You assemble in the town square to find the osmose remains of Dan. Oh, indeed. Good luck.
So were you a slug?
It's often been
I
said.
know nothing about you.
Yeah.
Do you wanna, is there something that you can reveal?
Yeah. So I've been just sort of over here watching you all chat, growing my poppies.
Oh. What?
Oh my goodness.
And subsequently trying to figure out what in the hell is going on. Because between 2 jugglers, I thought there might be some form of connection. They might know what was going on. There might be a strategy, I don't know. So am I drunk? But then other things were going on, like the suggestion that maybe there was no one who was drunk. Logic-wise, things are very confusing. Have no clue. Nothing seems to make sense. So I'm more inclined to follow the atheist agenda.
I think you're right. Is there a world in which this is a Legion game and everything ties up? Because if we can prove that's not true, I think we have to have an atheist game, right? Is that right? Are those the two main options?
If it was a Legion game and you're actually a poppy grower, then the Legion have only just met each other, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They would now be woken up to learn each other. They could have
Yeah.
found each other before, but it would have been very risky.
Yeah.
Well, that might be why there's a lot of weird juggle double claims, all
No,
sorts of evil twin.
Yeah.
That's a reason in a poppy grower Legion game you would start doing stuff like the evil twin.
You'd have to do some mad plays.
Yeah.
That's 100% a reason.
And also claim atheist from my
You're totally fine to kill me if you're worried about either me or Carla.
Do you think you're drunk at this point?
I'm getting like soft Legion vibes from the game, so maybe. I'm slightly suspecting it.
You think you're a drunk atheist in a Legion game?
1 out of 4.
That is cruel.
I know there's sus on me, and that's fine. We don't have to necessarily do it today, but whether you're drunk or not, doesn't matter. You are drunk now, because I was the philosopher who turned into the atheist. Now that Laurie is dead, and you absolutely could be good.
But if Dan is a poppy grower, I know I'm a good recluse. I'm not in any Legion. I wouldn't be. There's no way I wouldn't know. Then you could be Legion and have only just found out about the Legion, and now you really want us to go for an atheist kill for a victory.
Yeah, I mean, but
you've been setting up since the beginning.
yeah.
You would want that either way.
Legion would know that they are Legion, though, so they would always want the atheist win.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying that is something to consider.
It's a completely comprehensible lie. But my truth is,
Yeah,
Daddy
that's a lie.
Ben
It's a lie.
is. That's how we win the game.
Okay.
I don't know for sure that Laurie was definitely evil. I was told he was, which is why I was on board for killing him, just in case you were drunk.
My other point was that if Sullivan's been told,
trust me,
trust
Adam. That's all I've been saying.
trust Adam. But you wouldn't be able. You wouldn't get anything. You wouldn't get that if you were actually in the Legion, would you? So that
I would say there's one.
That could be a
Well,
lie.
if he was Legion, he would just lie about what he was told. Yeah.
Before we break for private chats, and we should, there is one red flag for me about atheist.
Okay.
I'm the drunk. You're lying. I never was able to actually turn into the atheist. In which
Right.
case, your trust Adam would be about Laurie.
Yeah.
And then we have evil and evil.
Oh,
Because Ken came
that's-
out straight away as, so I think Minion here, if that is the case, but
That's
it
a
also
spicy meatball.
could just be an atheist game we could win today.
Hang on. If Ken's Minion, then does Tilly's stuff still match up with a
Yeah.
3 pair?
Can we look at the information we've been given and see if we can piece
Yeah.
it together into something
Yeah.
that works? So I juggled Laurie Evil Twin, Adam Philosopher, Brooker's Fangu Imp, or Amnesiac and got a 0.
Yeah. We should have private chats.
Yep.
Thruple?
Thruple.
Thruple tent.
Thruple tent.
Thruple tent. Tent of love.
Yes, tent of love.
Oh, tent of hate.
First of all, it's delightful to be evil.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Yes, yes. I think it's going well.
We have one townsfolk left to kill.
Yep.
I'm going to push atheist anyway, just because it would ruin my bluff if I don't. All we have to do, because he is our best weapon right now, is get John riled up about something. Either get John riled up about himself, or about Tilly, or about Daddy Ben. Because as long as John can be definitely on side to vote, let's just fucking swarm something.
Yep, 100%.
But it has to be John.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to know that he's voting.
I think Adam's thinking you as an evil twin either means he is evil and on Legion and outed himself very early, or atheist. And I think atheist is way more likely.
There's been low numbers of hands on votes, a lot, and they know I've put my hand up for most of the votes.
Yeah, me too.
And we haven't had like overwhelming votes. I know obviously
Does that
it looks like
suggest
I'm
Legion?
sus. It suggests it's not Legion to me.
But doesn't that suggest Legion? Oh yeah, because if
No,
only evil
'cause
vote,
I've got,
then it's 0.
I know I've got my hand up and I'm looking around and no one's going along with what I'm saying to do. When Legion, you can spare legions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I'm putting my hands up on votes for people sometimes that I think are good as well, and then like they're still not sticking their hands up. I think it's an atheist game.
Are you evil?
No, I'm not.
I might be Marionette if Brooke is the demon still.
I just don't know anymore.
My read on you is that you're on the level.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
How likely do you two think it's a Legion game?
I think it's pretty likely. I
think
feel like
if it's
Legion.
not an Atheist game, it's a Legion game.
It's not a Fangu game. It's way too confusing for it. The people dying don't make any sense.
I think you're good, which means your information is either correct or it's an Atheist game. So I think it's one of the two.
I think we're gonna have a hard time killing Tilly. I don't think she's disbelieved. Tom and her are together, and Laurie only has a dead vote. John may go for it, but I think what we need to do is either have. I don't want to rest on John being okay killing himself because he can put his hand down.
Tilly will kill John.
But that's what we have to make sure happens.
Yeah.
So we wait. We bide our time.
I think we should wait and try and kill someone who we think is sus. Who do we think is the most sus at the moment?
For me,
John, Brooke, Adam.
John, Brooke or Adam, I think.
And Sully's backing up Adam, so
Yeah.
I think he seems
Adam's spent, so
Yes.
he's safe.
Yeah, okay.
Legions of fans watching this show are dying to know who are you going to nominate today, because nominations are open.
Can I just ask a rules question?
Go for it.
So, if a philosopher who has become an atheist, which is what Adam's claiming, if they die, do they still keep the atheist ability?
No, because they're not actually the atheist. They've not become the atheist, they've just gained the atheist's ability. They're still the philosopher. When they die, they are a dead philosopher. They no longer have the philosopher's ability, therefore they no longer have the atheist's ability.
Can I ask a second then? So if in this version where Ken's claiming atheist, Adam has philosophized Ken, does Ken cease to be the atheist after Adam dies? Does he go back to being the atheist?
So Ken's always been the atheist. It's just that in Adam's world right now, Ken is a drunk atheist.
But that's if we killed you and there's a drunk atheist, good would still win.
Only if there was somebody sober with the atheist's ability. So let me break it down for you, right? In Adam's world right now, Ken is a drunk atheist, so you can't win by executing me because Ken is drunk.
Right.
But Adam is a philosopher with the atheist's ability, so you can win by executing me.
Okay.
If Adam dies, then Ken becomes sober again. You can still win by executing me.
Okay.
What we can tell from that is that Adam and Ken are very likely on the same team.
Yes.
That's.
I don't know about that because Ken definitely hasn't been protecting Adam at all.
No, but I think the logic of that makes sense.
There is a world where I'm the drunk atheist.
Yeah, there is if Adam was the spy, for instance,
and someone,
yes, like.
Well, Adam, if Adam was evil, he would know immediately I was a drunk atheist because evil exists in the game.
Or if Adam's the spy and you're marionette atheist.
That is also possible.
Does anyone at this stage think this is a Fangu game? Because I really don't.
How many outsiders can we have in the game, though?
Well,
only one.
I think if it's Legion or atheist, it's arbitrary.
Yeah. And if it's atheist,
it could be
your information is made up. All of it.
And at the moment, it's just me, which could be any of them.
With hypothetical drunks anywhere.
Adam nominates Ben.
Okay, Adam, come on up.
I am actually into this, I think.
You didn't talk to me.
Are you? I was asked you before. But if you are genuinely good and a juggler, I am genuinely good and a juggler. But in any other world, I think you're Legion and need to die.
Hey guys,
you can kill me if you want.
Adam, your prosecution, please.
Oh, Daddy Ben, you were too busy worrying about the fake middle class. You should have been worrying about the real middle class. I'm from Finance Island. We're going to kill you. All I know, and you can believe me or not, I know this is an atheist game. This is one of the ways we win. If I'm wrong about Laurie, that's fine. This is a way I know for sure that we win this game. That is literally it from me.
Your defense, Ben.
What the fuck is Finance Island?
Jersey.
Oh. What? Why is that called Finance Island?
They got loads of tax breaks.
Oh.
It's
See, I
horrible.
wouldn't know that because I'm working class. I have to pay my taxes, don't I, Dom?
I don't earn enough to pay tax.
That's my defense.
That's your defense.
Fucking hell. Amazing. Amazing.
So many levels.
Amazing.
Do we want to do this now?
Why are we
though?
doing it now?
It makes no.
How many?
makes no
Who's
sense
alive?
I'm alive.
I'm still alive.
I'm alive.
I'm still alive.
Sully's
I'm dead.
alive. Adam's
I still think it's worth getting
And
more
Tilly's
information.
still alive.
Then just don't.
We've
I know
got
you
6
want
alive.
to.
Votes for the storyteller, beginning with Sully in 3, 2, 1.
It begins with Laurie.
Dom,
Dom,
don't you should go for it.
We need it. We need it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
We need it to kill someone else.
Still not got enough. And that's just the 1. Not enough.
What's freaking me out is that no one then voted for the storyteller, which, if this was a Legion game, surely Legion would want to execute the storyteller so they would win.
Yeah.
Adam did vote.
I voted.
But remember, if only Legion vote, the vote goes to 0. So they need a good person to go with.
I put my hand up.
Yeah. So, yeah.
If you want to kill me, that's fine. If that's useful.
I
nominate John.
Okay, you're dead.
Can I nominate? Sorry, my bad.
Are you genuine?
That's fresh.
You're not a ghost lawyer. You can't nominate.
Yeah, fair.
I will nominate John then.
Okay, Sullivan, do you want to step up or do you want to send Dan?
You can do your thing.
Right, okay, yeah.
Sullivan, tell us why we should execute Juggling John Gracie.
John offered himself to be executed. I don't necessarily get an evil vibe off John at all, but there obviously is the double claim situation, and there's the savant stuff. So I'm happy for this to go through or not go through. It's up to you, John.
John?
Come on, I'm a juggler. I've got to go. No one likes jugglers. Sorry if you're a juggler. Come on.
The defense,
really good point.
But no, I am definitely one that's fine to kill in terms of my information. It's gone. I'm really worried it's a Legion game, but I think a lot of evidence points to Atheist. But if it clears up things, given we've had a double claim, more than happy to go if that helps the town gather more information. So I'd say, let's get me, fellas.
All right. Thank you very much, gents.
Relevant info.
Go for it.
To me, and you guys don't have to trust me, first dead, hello. To me, either John is lying or I'm leaning towards Atheist. I would be more comfortable when John's dead to do it just because of the double claim, obviously. But this is my sticking point.
Okay, we're going to run the vote.
Fine.
Okay, there are 6 of you alive. That means 3 votes required. Beginning with Brooke. Votes for John in 3, 2, 1.
I'll vote for it.
That's 1.
No ghost votes
2.
on this. Save them.
That's 3.
I'll be the last
not
vote.
enough.
Yeah, last
Still
vote.
2. Still 2. 3 is enough. 3 votes for John Gracie. Any other nominations?
No, but I'd like to hear. You're alive, Brooke, aren't you?
I'm alive, yeah.
Did you have anything today?
I had a 5 today, which just makes me think that it's an Atheist game. Like, that's the only thing that I can really see, unless I'm a drunk and something is arbitrary. Like, I just don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense.
Brooke is either Legion or we've got Atheist. I think that's the thing. It's either there's selective, clever Legion players giving wild info, but that would include me, and I'm happy to die, or we've got an Atheist game.
That's the thing. I've been very careful with my vote because I know that I'm townsfolk, and I was just very careful to see who voted there. It was you, myself, and Adam. And so we'll see if your execution goes through.
Well, no, the vote wouldn't count, right? If we're Legion.
If only Legion votes, then I would say 0 votes for John.
So at least 3 of us aren't all Legion. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to press you for final nominations here, guys.
I think this is a fine kill.
Calling it then in 5.
Trying to kill Daddy Ben, I swear to God.
4. I've got 3 fingers up
Question.
here. Yes.
Can I still nominate you when I'm dead?
No.
Oh, god damn it.
We'll let you talk.
3.
I can't believe I'm not going to get to nominate Daddy Ben.
2.
Oh no.
1.
I've made a terrible
John is executed and dies. And congratulations to the evil team.
Wow. Shit, really?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's got hairy.
Good game.
Oh,
Good game.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Bad game. God, I have no idea.
Who wasn't Legion?
Me.
Of course, me.
You trusting each other scared me so much.
So that's a great example of how disruptive Atheist can be. I didn't even put it on the script, but it just drove the narrative for the entire game. But I think it's also a great example of how if you're a good player on a script that has Legion on it, don't be so happy to die. That was 3 executions, 3 good players executed. Grand Slam, I suppose you could say, for Legion.
I was not happy to die.
Laurie was
I was quite adamant about not dying.
The
actually.
energy I've had to my left the whole game suggests Laurie was not happy to die.
me and Tilly were definitely happy to die.
Next season, we'll get some Laurie was right shirts made up, right?
I'll be on the fucking back, mate.
Let's do the roll call, shall we? We'll start with Tilly, the chef, who got 3. And that 3 was Brooke and Ken, Adam and Sullivan and Carly. Of course, that was mechanically possible if there wasn't a Legion in play, because we have the Recluse over here. Throw in the Recluse to make it seem like a more legit sort of Fangu type game. We had John Gracie, the juggler, who did not juggle anyone correctly. Fair play to you, though. You juggled people as what they were claiming to be.
I juggled Brooke as every other demon apart from Legion. Shit.
And we had Laurie, our savant, who arguably got the best information, I think, in the game.
Sorry, Laurie.
Yep, day 1 info was either one of your living neighbors is evil or none of your living neighbors will ever be evil. And day 2, I actually forgot what I told you day 2, Laurie.
Day 2, you said that nobody is currently drunk or poisoned, or there are no outsiders in play.
Yeah, of course, nobody was currently drunk or poisoned. It was actually impossible for anyone to be drunk or poisoned. Everybody else was Legion. We gave Legion 6 bluffs in total, 3 kind of rough bluffs over here and 3 solid bluffs over here. It's quite common in a Legion game to just give them all the same 3 bluffs, but I felt like being a bit more benevolent than that. So over here we had Grandmother, Sailor, and Atheist. Of course, they already knew there was no Atheist in play. And over here we had Philosopher, Pixie, and Gambler. Those were the bluffs. Those were the players. Congratulations, everyone. I've got to say, that was really, really entertaining from behind the grimoire.
John, would you like to nominate Daddy Ben now?
Sure.
Let's end this Atheist game with a nomination.
John, you know, it ain't happening. Like, the game's over. I have all the power.
I nominate Daddy Ben!
Yay!
Good for you, John.
Good for you, John. Good for you, John.
Thank you.
Good for you.
You do it
for you, John.
Sweetie. You really are. You go, John Coco.
Come on, Ben, stick it to that bourgeois prick.
Oh, solidarity now, is it?
Your prosecution, John.
I've been playing this game for a year and a half, 2 years, and there's one thing that I've always wanted. Ever since game 1, where Ben screwed me over, and game 2, where Ben screwed me over, moving on to game 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're on like, 30, and gets me every time. He gets me every single time, including this game, where I was one of the few good players. And the one thing I wanted to do my whole life is kill this man. And now I just want to thank all of you for giving me the chance to come here today and in cold blood, kill Daddy Ben. Father Benjamin, Brother Poo Poo, so many names we've had over the years. But God, this feels good. Let's get him.
Your defense.
I don't really feel the need to defend myself against a man who dresses up as a wolf and prances about at conventions for a living.
I don't dress as a wolf. I dress as a games master in a cloak. You're not wearing a cloak. Call yourself a games master.
I apologise, John. I haven't actually seen any of your work.
He's got to be the same because that was a murder. I was going to kill you.
John has been executed.
Yeah, nothing else to say to that. Should we kill him?
I think we should kill John.
He's already dead.
Let's run the boat in 3, 2, 1. Daddy Ben is executed.
And dies!
We got him in the end.
We got him in the end.
No, we really got John.
That was embarrassing.
Although God is dead.
I would quit the channel. That's very quick. The podcast.
Long live God.
Well, how about that, eh? That's all for this episode of No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clocktower. Get on board. Dom Helen!
Helen's just a woman's name.
Dom Helen.
Dom Helen.
What's
The
wrong
face
with
that
Doom?
launched the
Doom, he's better.
Dom
Helen.
You're Dom Helen.
Hello, Dom Helen. How you doing?
It's canon now.
So the only other thing to do now is to just kill a little bit of time because we want to pretend that loads of people woke up even though they didn't. So have you brought your knuckles? Are we going to kill some time?
Just figured I'd do a little dance, maybe.
Okay, ready?
You want to play rock, paper, scissors?
This is the most middle class improvisation.
I'm not a trained improviser. Okay, Terry, tell us something that fear is.
Fear is a sausage that's not been completely cooked.
That is pretty scary.
Actually, yeah. Because you normally don't find out until you've had your first bite.
Yeah, exactly. It's cold inside.
Yeah, that's not even an irrational fear, actually. That can, that's
salmonella, right?
Fear, yeah.
Is that salmonella or was that chicken?
Fear is salmonella. Fear is German for fall.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one. Fear is an owl at the wrong address. Fear is 2 hens. Okay. Okay, Sullivan, your prosecution, please.
This is so weird. This better be good.
Oh God, he's angry with us.
That's a real bad omen.
His face.
No, just the one. But
Oh,
no.
He's twinged his lymph
Also,
node.
watch out for this thing when you stand up.
Which one?
It's all this one
That'll
here.
fucking take your head off
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. Rosie Nichols, what are you doing to us?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, watch yourself. Rosie Nichols, what are you doing to us? Rosie Nichols.